Welcome to the Old Man's Corner. Grab a cup of coffee and come on in. I want to talk today a little bit about I spent 20 years as a nurse, and I worked in various places. I worked in adult daycare centers. I worked in geriatric nursing homes. I worked in agency and hospitals and such. And it's something I really enjoyed. I worked a lot of time in Alzheimer's dementia units, which that was where I tended to excel. But the one I'm going to talk about today is I was working in a nursing home, and this nursing home, every year, they always decorated and did things for the different holidays. We'd have contests on different shifts, like decorating for Christmas. One shift would have one hall to decorate, and another shift would have another hall to decorate. And of course, they'd have the contest and see who was winner. We'd let the residents judge. Halloween, we got to dress up. And this one Halloween, they were going to have the residents judge who was the best costume. I dressed up. I had taken one of my old uniforms, my scrubs. It was a white pair of scrubs, and I kind of ripped it, and I put some of the fake blood things around the rip spots of it. And I'd taken a tongue compressor, and I cut out like a styrofoam tongue and glued it to the tongue compressor. I took a little light that you use to check people's pupils, and I glued a golf ball that looked like an eyeball on the end of it. And then I'd also bought this makeup, which took one side of my face and made it look like it had been severely burned. And that's what I dressed up as for Halloween. Well, needless to say, when I come walking in there, when my shift began, everybody was kind of like, what in the world is this? And of course, some of the residents, they were laughing and enjoying it. And we had different people dressed up as different things. There were some dressed up as angels, some dressed up as, vagabonds. But we had the funny part is you had to go through your shift dressed up like that too. So trying to do your nursing duties and stuff, and like walking into patients' rooms that weren't always out there to see you, and see you come walking in there, kind of startled some of them, but it was kind of humorous. And that year, I won. That a lot of them said that it was gory, but they thought it was the best costume there. Well, this is just some of the things I found through being a nurse, is that you can often have fun and help people through their trying times by just being human. Some people just need somebody to make them laugh, or to talk with them, or to share your feelings and honesties and your love and appreciation of them. I think this is exactly why God invented nurses, because they do take care of you physically and can take care of you emotionally. And that is a great asset to have. So if you have a story like this and you'd like to share it, please put it down in the comments. And if you're a nurse, drop me a note or a comment and things down in the comments about one of the situations you had, or one of the times you had where something like this affected you and gave you a chance to share with your patients or your residents. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.